Today. Oh, shit. I had to swallow. Okay.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Today on Recap Report, we're talking the ice cream liquor copycat. We're talking KFC literally blows the fuck up. And the Toy Story lesbian scene outrage. Get ready, motherfuckers.
It's Recap Report. Our first story of the day. Kind of an update on our last week. Last week we covered the Bluebell ice cream liquor saga.
Yeah.
Of the young lady that was in trouble for licking things. She, like we somewhat predicted, she has sparked many, many copycats. We're seeing people left and right getting in trouble for trying to do similar things. I saw some piece of shit guy opened up, and this really hit me tough because I buy like the Arizona, like the jugs. Actually, I think it was the bigger version of this, like a gallon jug of that, and he opened it and spit in it and put it back, and I was like,
oh, well, I always check to make sure the lid cracks off.
If you buy it and then you, like, I mean, I guess you could be kind of, maybe you put it in the fridge and you have other people living there and think maybe somebody else opened it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but, if you live alone and you fall for that one,
you deserve to drink a little spit.
Just a little bit. But our first story is a Florida mother of a daughter, was charged with a felony after her daughter licked a tongue depressor at the doctor's office and put it back in the jar. Now, when I first got this story, I was like, why the fuck would the mother be arrested for what the daughter did? Like, I remember there was a big hullabaloo over a law that was trying to be passed where parents could be arrested if their kids don't show up to school.
Yeah, that was the Kamala Harris thing.
Yeah. That's kind of like her big, I don't know why anyone gives a shit about everything that people did way back in the day, but
it's a pretty fucked up policy, but
it is. But we all say stupid shit sometimes,
right? But she actually enacted that policy, and it's kind of like, what if she becomes president? Will she have some stupid nearsighted policy in mind?
Well, we all know the aliens are really in charge.
True. The lizard people.
But the reason that they arrested her is because this ugly... No, that's mean. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that.
This troll.
I would say ugly inside. She's ugly on the inside, is what I meant to say. This fucking bitch recorded her daughter licking the tongue depressor and putting it... I feel like she probably encouraged her to do it.
Yeah. And
then recorded it on Snapchat. The video does not show that the items were thrown away or anything else that happened. She says she posted on her Snapchat with her 20-something friends because that is the absolute maximum amount of friends that this lady deserves. I first thought she meant like 20-something-year-old, but no, she has 20-something friends on Snapchat, which is less than me, and I don't have a lot of friends.
Where someone allowed another person to video it. I didn't post it on Facebook or YouTube as a challenge or whatever.
And like I posted on my Facebook page the other day, the internet has made me fucking hate the word challenge.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Whether it's the cinnamon challenge or the ice bucket challenge. I get that was for, good reasons, charity, but it's like a new challenge every other day, and now they got this fucking bottle cap challenge where people are
oh my god,
spin kicking lids off of bottles, and I'm just like,
god,
dude. I mean, they absolutely peaked with the cinnamon challenge as far as completely fucking retarded.
Right, yeah. That's what they were meant to be, right? Was just the stupidest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
Try to eat
a whole spoonful of cinnamon without taking a drink.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And pretty much no one could do it. You got hundreds of videos of people coughing and just cinnamon flying everywhere. And then there were, like, kids that actually got hurt from it. Yeah. And, not to bury the lead or whatever, but we got a 1 Million Moms story coming up. 1 Million Moms was, like, outraged over some kids that were actually like getting injured from doing the cinnamon challenge, and it's like, yo, listen, if you're getting injured doing the cinnamon challenge, hey, that's natural selection. You should die. What
You
the
don't deserve
fuck?
to be part of the gene pool anymore, bitch.
It's like,
You remember the gallon challenge? Where you're supposed to drink a gallon of milk
oh God.
in one sitting? Like, chug a gallon of milk?
Oh my God.
That is instant puking. Like, that. There's no way you can... You have to have such a big stomach to be able to drink a gallon of milk and keep it down.
I would have to take like a spoonful of peanut butter in between each chug sesh. Because, like, you can't, I mean, regular old milk by itself with nothing preceding it
Right.
just tastes bad.
It's like Cheerios.
Yeah, yeah. Or it's like,
Just bland.
it's like eating a raw potato.
Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah,
That was a good analogy.
that was better. Yeah, yours was better.
Dropping
than mine.
analogies.
Cheerios is still valid.
Cheerios is
still
for
a valid
sure.
example.
Dry Cheerios.
Bland as fuck. Yeah, yeah.
Blech. Or like
Even just Cheerios in milk is bland. It needs sugar.
cornflakes.
Cornflakes is better, but you're right. It's Frosted Flakes are way the fuck better.
You ever had grape nuts?
No, I never have. Like a
The-
cereal?
Yeah, it's a cereal.
no,
It is
no.
the most disgusting I've licked girls' buttholes, and I will still, to this day, grape nuts is the most fucking disgusting thing I've ever had in my mouth by a long shot.
Wow.
I've accidentally eaten like rotten fucking something, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't have a
Moldy
specific
bread,
example,
whatever.
but grape nuts, I expected, okay, they're called grape nuts. I expected there was like a fruity flavor. Kind of like, you know how the X's and O's in the Lucky Charms, how they have kind of like a sugary glaze. I figured that was the case with grape nuts. No, it is literally like, dude, you know what we're going to do?
Yeah.
Is next week I'm gonna buy like one of those little mini boxes of grape nuts, and I'm gonna let you try it on camera.
Yeah.
I swear to God,
We should do that. Yeah.
There's two
Push
things.
the mic away though.
Yeah, there's two things in my entire life that I have. Like, I was a real fat fuck back in the day, and I'm sorry I'm going way off tangent here, but there was literally nothing that I ever started eating and didn't finish.
Right.
I was always just like, whether I liked it or not, I was just gonna eat all of it. And there's only two things I ever literally spit the fuck out and did not finish. Grape nut cereal, which a whole box. I'm sorry, dude. I had to throw it away. There's no fucking way. Like, I wouldn't give that shit to my dog or any. I was going to say something way worse than that. Starving children in Africa. And the other thing was these potato chips that were supposed to taste like garlic cheesy bread, but it was literally just like an entire clove of garlic per chip, and it like made me gag.
Yeah.
I literally couldn't swallow it. But yeah, grape nuts, take a hike.
Literally couldn't swallow it.
Literally.
Okay.
Next story. Speaking of fat fucks.
Speaking of things that are hard to swallow,
Oh,
the
yeah.
people in Eden are having trouble swallowing the fact that their KFC blew the fuck up.
I had a strong inclination to think that this was in Florida.
Yeah. Where is it?
It's in North Carolina.
Close.
Very close.
Pretty close.
Some would say the Florida of the southeast coast.
I don't know. It's the Florida of the Northeast,
Is it northeast?
in a way.
I guess.
Not really, but
See,
we're
I
going to
thought-
say that.
I thought Myrtle Beach was in Florida.
No, dog, that's South Carolina.
So that would have made
South
more sense. And then I saw the NC-14. I guess that's how they name their highways there.
Fuck that.
But yeah,
We've
KFC.
actually searched the building. How did you search a building that was no longer there? And no one is inside the building, which is great. It said Eden Police Chief Greg Light. Yeah, he's keeping it light.
See, the video that they have of the up here, this video, is different from the video I saw, because the video I saw, you actually got to see it explode.
What?
Maybe I was really high,
And it
but there was
just
security
another-
camera footage of the fucker actually exploding.
Why wouldn't that be in the...
Right? Maybe it's here. No, this is a crew cleanup. I mean, this may not be the same article. No, I sent you the article. So this is the same article. This is Super Tangent Day.
That's
but I
weird.
swear I saw a video of the place actually exploding.
We want to see it blow up.
Exactly. But
Chief Light said he felt the blast from 2 miles away.
yeah. I swear this isn't the original article. But what I had read was that, number one, there was no one there, so nobody got hurt, thankfully. You know, I don't want people to be outraged at us again.
I bet there's a bunch of shrapnel in the bucket.
Oh, in the
KFC
bucket on top.
I bet there's just a bunch of shit landed in there.
Chicken bones and
Had
shit.
to have, right? Yeah, right. Chicken bones. There's a bunch of chicken carcasses everywhere. I didn't even think about that part. If their freezer blew up.
Oh, there's probably like fat dudes just swarming around the neighborhood looking for free chicken everywhere,
free
y'all.
buckets of chicken, boy. Piedmont Natural Gas said a crew is on scene. Their first priority is to make sure first responders and people in the area are safe. Whatever. They want to know what happened.
This is what I read. They said they smelled gas.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
They tried to turn the nozzle off, called the gas company, and the gas company was like, we'll be out there tomorrow. And then overnight, the whole fucking place literally blew up. Man, I wish they had the video because the video was
my God,
crazy.
that's funny. Well, go back up for just for a second. The employee came out to the area to pick up a drink and cigarettes and saw the moment the KFC exploded.
Damn.
Eden Mayor Neville Hall, wow, what a fucking mayoral name, said the city plans to put an excavator on site to begin clearing the remains of the building. Then crews can more easily investigate the cause. Oh, wow. Piedmont's going to dig down to the gas line to check the pressure.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't
Under pressure.
hit the fucking gas line while they're digging down there and cause another
Blow
explosion.
it up again. I love that timeline.
Yeah.
That's so ridiculous.
The timeline was my favorite part. It's like 12:30 a.m. KFC explodes. Well, that's one hell of a start to the day. Police arrive 10 minutes later, which I do not believe for one fucking minute.
Maybe. It depends on how far away they are. Police and fire. I would say the
fire crew probably showed up and the police got there about
maybe,
half an hour later.
Depends on where the cop was. I like that, even though I am obviously very critical of our justice system, I will give credit where it's due. And in some places, the police are just driving around bored, so they don't have shit to do. So it's kind of like if one of them happened to be in the area, then yeah, I could see it.
I'll tell you what I'll do. If there is a Dunkin' Donuts within 10 minutes of the KFC that blew up, I will concede to you.
Oh, my God. Let's find it.
Okay.
Let's see.
Well, I want to see which one it was. Let's find out. Just fucking.
It could be a Dunkin' or a Krispy Kreme.
Any of them that's
You gotta
open.
Give me that. You got to give me a Krispy Kreme.
If it's open that time of night. Okay, so it's the one near NC 14. This is going to be a long episode. It's all my fault.
Oh, there it is. Surveillance video shows
Oh, shit.
KFC explode, so we can at least get that top story. Or that, yeah.
It's a YouTube link.
Oh, shit, son.
The fuck? That's just like the dust at a nearby establishment. From the sweepstakes next door.
What the hell?
I don't think you get that
Just
outside view.
imagining North Carolina people. What the hell, man?
What in the hell? Yeah, there's no outside view. This is the one I saw, I believe.
Sorry.
This is the one I saw right here.
At
Yeah.
12:33 Thursday morning, everything was fine, and in a flash, this
Boom! Look at that shit.
Oh my God.
Is that not fucking insane?
Holy shit. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if
man.
I'm listening or not.
Boom!
Boom!
Oh my
The brick side
Extra crispy, bitch. Look at the fucking drive-through window.
It was just a huge glare of light, and then
The aliens came.
Did she say flare of light or glare of light?
It sounded like glare.
Fuck you, bitch. It's flare. Okay.
A flash. There's a McDonald's.
Okay.
So we're talking about like a 10-minute radius. We got a cafe, a Mayberry's.
Sanitary cafe, which makes me question its sanitation for some reason.
I don't know, man. You got a barbecue joint, a Subway. I could see a cop chilling at a Subway. Maybe the Chinese plate. Oh, dude, if there's a fucking Asian massage parlor within them.
Oh, doggy, they are hitting that shit up.
Got a G-Mart.
The Celtic Fringe? What the fuck is that? Some kind of Renaissance fair bullshit?
It's probably a sick-ass bar to perform music at.
Probably.
It's got a 4.6.
Irish pub.
Look how many reviews. That's probably the fucking spot in Reedsville, North Carolina. I gotta sneeze.
I don't know what Celtic means, if I'm being honest.
It has something to do
I'm
with
a bad
Irish.
white person.
It's Irish, like Irish.
I don't deserve my caucasity.
Caucasity?
Yep.
Is that a word? We
People-
record
Black
our,
Twitter uses it.
we record our caucasity on Audacity.
No.
Anyway.
If I need to spice up a song, I'll get my buddy Mike Cassidy.
Oh, dude. Fucking the shredder.
Sheep fucking
The shredder.
sheep references.
So, I already spoiled our final story of the day, but we'll get right into it and display our outrage, our counter outrage, if you will.
Yeah, dog.
1 Million Moms has, for a lot of years, been a great source of shit to make fun of, really. I mean, they're people that, it's like the barbecue Bettys of the internet all collecting into one fucking cesspit of ugly, gross people that hate everything that isn't their child, I guess. They probably hate their kids, too, and
they do.
they're just, like, pushing their hate off onto the world, but
Puritanical pieces of shit, basically.
very Christian-oriented people. Not
Yeah.
that there's anything wrong with that, except that there is in this case. I haven't seen Toy Story 4 yet. You have. You remember the scene.
Yeah,
But in the scene, Bonnie, Woody's new owner, not Andy, is dropped off at school for her first day in kindergarten. In the background, 2 women are shown dropping off another girl and then later pick her up and give her a hug. Pretty innocuous.
Yeah.
Very subtle, but also doesn't necessarily mean that it was a lesbian,
Right.
thing. It could be a mom and a sister, or like other examples of women that hang out together. I don't know.
Honestly, what they're really skipping here is that what they're really skipping out on here is that it's any family can have a certain dynamic where it's not even like a lesbian family, but it could have a certain dynamic where 2 women are picking a kid up from school.
Right.
So they're normalizing by putting that in the background. The animators made a clear choice to kind of normalize 2 women picking up 1 kid from school. They didn't kiss. They didn't start scissoring. There was no obvious sign that they were lesbians. So really what ultimately these movies, I think, do a really good job of normalizing just kind of like what kids could be self-conscious about. And like, well, my mom and my aunt are picking me up. That's different than Timmy, whose mom and dad are picking him up. But it really doesn't matter. And these movies, I think, are trying to normalize that it doesn't really matter, that it's all just what it is. And yeah, these pieces of shit make me so mad every time
They could be sister wives, and they're Mormons.
And that's what's less puritanical than that, or more puritanical than
That would be the-
more. Yeah.
That would be the perfect rebuttal to this. They're not lesbians. They're sister wives. That's Mitt Romney's family or
yeah,
something.
dog. That isn't salacious. They all have different houses. Just one dude.
They take turns sucking their husband's dick. What could be more Christian than that?
Yeah.
I like the scene is what the 1 Million's moms wrote in a statement on their website is the scene is subtle in order to desensitize children, but it's obvious that the child has 2 mothers and they are parenting together.
Who gives a fuck?
I don't think that's obvious. I think that you are drawing a conclusion.
Right.
It's it's probably, you probably are correct, but to call it obvious is a step too far.
At some point, you are limiting personal freedom. At some point, you're limiting the personal freedom of the artists who made the movie. And number 2, you're limiting the personal freedom, or you're trying to limit the personal freedom of gay people from having kids, from just living normal lives like everyone else. You don't want to see it. It's like, well, I just don't want to see it. And the fact is, you don't see 99% of that happening at any given time. So fuck you. Go die in a fire, hopefully, or something painful for you, because you fucking deserve it, you pieces of shit. You 1,000 moms acting like you're 1 million moms.
That's a good point. Get raped to death by an alligator with AIDS. Alligator AIDS, second time that we've mentioned alligator AIDS.
Nice.
Yeah, they call it dangerous, and that parents might be blindsided by the subtle but obvious promotion of the LGBTQ lifestyle.
Gay.
I find it interesting. Most people that are super anti-gay and stuff and don't want their kids to be exposed to things that they don't deem normal don't usually use the nomenclature
Right.
of said groups.
Right.
But I just find that kind of
They
interesting.
even got the Q in there, dog.
I know.
They got that queer in there, too.
Exactly. It is pretty queer.
1 million moms. They're being...
Yeah, they're fucking faggots.
Oh, my God. That's actually accurate.
The
though.
new...
I mean, yeah, we're...
the 2019 definition of faggot.
It's actually,
I watched
that
South
is
Park.
accurate. I'm sorry. It is accurate. We're sorry if you're offended, but also misplaced outrage is kind of what we're against right now. It's kind of what we're talking about here. So
I would suck a dick before I would be accused of gay hating, gay bashing.
gay hateration.
Gay Haitian was really a weird thing to say out loud. That's a good way
I was
to
playing
get
Vice
murdered.
City, and I'm sorry.
That was a
Fucking-
weird storyline in
I
that game.
I was trying to get the ice cream truck level beat, and the fucking Haitians kept pulling me out of the car because I was selling on their turf. Makes sense if you've played the game recently, but you probably haven't. So
This is good
let's
writing.
keep going. Yeah.
The organization, which has also protested Steven Universe, the Powerpuff Girls, and Arthur, which, by the way, 3 fucking strikes and you're out, bro. This whole organization can suck every fucking dick in hell.
Yeah.
Steven Universe is dope as fuck. The Powerpuff Girls kind of defined my feminine side as a child. And Arthur, if you were a poor kid and couldn't afford cable growing up, was the best show on television next to The Magic School Bus.
Yeah, the latter two I definitely watched.
Which, by the way, I bet anything that the fucking teacher on The Magic School Bus was lesbio.
Miss Frizzle? Wasn't that her name? Miss
Miss
Frizzle?
Frazzle.
Frazzle.
Something like that.
One of those.
Definitely,
yeah,
gay.
definitely. Yeah.
Which is hot because I'm into redheads.
That gay Jew.
This sense right here pretty much
She
sums
might
up.
not have been Jewish. I'm sorry.
She probably was.
She probably was. She had that curly hair, dog.
Miss Soros. This line in the article: Disney should stick to entertaining instead of pushing an agenda and exposing children to controversial topics. What could be more entertaining than exposing children to controversial topics? I saved it at the end,
Noise.
sir.
It's still great.
The House of Mouse has snuck queer nods into other family blockbusters. Dude, this article is very well written.
Yeah, it is.
But
Those
1 million
scenes
moms.
been equally vague. What'd you say?
1 million moms fucking
Oh,
blows,
yeah.
man. I was just throwing shade at him.
In Frozen, a blink and you'll miss it scene flashes. Yeah. And then the Beauty and the Beast thing was pretty obvious. He was gay as fuck in that movie, but it was fine. It's always fine. It's never like a thing. I don't know. Maybe I feel like I just don't have any latent homosexuality that I'm, pushing back because I don't give a shit. Like, dudes can make out. If I happen to see one of those fucking GIFs with dudes making out, it doesn't bother me. It's fine. I know that happens, and sometimes it's really funny when people post those on like a Republican's tweet when he's being anti-gay and shit. That's funny to me, and it's funny to see. I don't understand getting grossed out by that if you don't have any latent kind of unease or you get what I'm saying? Like some kind of weirdness.
Here's my thing on it though, is like, okay, I wouldn't say I get grossed out by it, but like if I'm in public and I'm just walking along, fucking minding my own beeswax, and I look over and see 2 dudes making out, I look away and there's this slight feeling of like, ugh, in me. But that's because I always can like picture myself in other people's place. I have a very vivid imagination, and the thought of me kissing a dude kind of grosses me out.
Yeah, I feel that because you don't like dudes.
I don't want, because I have smelled my own balls. I've seen what comes out of my ass. Like, I have absolutely no interest in anything that has to do with dudes.
Right. I feel it.
Like, just the thought of like a hairy, sweaty dude like rubbing all over me grosses me out. On me. Other dudes, I don't give a fuck what they're doing.
Right.
I mean, it's whatever. I was about to admit to something terrible, but I changed my mind.
You always hear that line of like, well, I don't want to see anyone making out in public. So even if it was straight people, I wouldn't like that. But I don't know. It's not. I understand looking away. And I totally get. That's actually an angle I've never heard before. Is you can't really put yourself in that situation. Kind of like why you don't watch gay porn, because you can't put yourself in the situation. You can put. I can watch straight porn. I could watch girl on girl porn. I can put myself in either of those situations. I cannot put myself in a situation with no chicks in it. Sexually.
That's
So I get that. I get it up to that point, being a straight person. But once you start like trying to dictate what other people do with their art and or what other people do with their lives, you're being a fucking asshole.
Yep.
And I'm talking to you 1 million moms, all probably 150 of you.
Like
Fuck
the
you.
original Pokemon.
Yeah, right. Gotta catch them all
Gotta
and
stab
throw
'em
them
all.
into the fucking ocean.
Yes. Where the alligators will rape them to death.
The ocean alligators.
Well, I guess it would have to be saltwater crocodiles.
The megalodons.
I fell into the mouth of a megalodon.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, I haven't heard that song in forever.
I tweeted at the Meg because they're making the Meg 2, and I
yeah.
tweeted at the Meg, and I was like, "Hey, here's our song, and you could use it if you want, and we could talk."
It would be
and
great.
they didn't get back to us, which is fucking dumb. Hey, Jason Statham, get at me, bro.
Oh, Jason
We got a
Statham.
great megalodon song.
If I was going to be gay, it would be for Jason Statham.
He's a pretty good looking dude.
Handsome fella.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
he's smaller than The Rock, you know.
I am too. All right, we're going to end this one now. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Recap Report. And if you do feel so inclined, please give this video a like, comment, give us suggestions, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you next time.